What's up, people? How's it going? This is Bharat and welcome back to yet another video. Using my analytical and coding skills, I found out that a lot of you people actually like my Python videos. So basically, if we talk about Python, all of you guys are very, very engaged and you guys are asking for more. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 Python projects that you can do just today. So you don't have to worry about anything. I have given links to all the code for all of these Python projects so you can use it in your free time and maybe build a bigger project out of this. If you're interested, let's get this video started straight away. All right, so first of all, I'm going to be giving you 10 different projects, and all of these projects are either already created by me, I have a video around that, or I can actually point you to a proper coding project which is already done. So all you need to do is just use this base template as a code, and from there build upon your own idea and maybe even build it to a bigger project. So the first one that I have in the list is to actually use an image web scraper. So we actually saw this video previously about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and using Python you can create your own image web scraper which can go in and start using or getting all the images that you want from either Google or Pexel or Pixabay. So there are a lot of different websites that are offering free images, royalty free. You can go and download them and use it on your own free time. So basically the first one that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is the link to where I'm actually going to use it from. So I'll be sharing this again at the end of this video about this amazing public web repository. So if you go here, basically you can see that for yourself that it actually says it's a public API. It's written or given by YaanBertrand, which is an amazing collection of all the public APIs that are out there. And all you need to do is just for this image web scraper to work, you have to go here and find that somewhere down below you have a photography section. If you go in, it is actually taking you to all the images that are available, all the public APIs that are free to use, public APIs available. You can go in and download your you can create your own scraper using this and integrate it with either of these APIs, and your work is done in nothing more than just half a day's work. So basically this is my first video idea or Python idea that I'm going to be giving you guys. Moving on to the second one. All right, the second one is again is something similar to what we did in this channel a couple of weeks ago. It is actually a spell checker. You can ask me that spell checkers are very, very simple to create, right? Why are you giving it as a Python project? So basically, let's say that you are going to create your own Google like search engine. Let's say that you want to create your own search engine, and you want to use some kind of ways to autocomplete things, and you want to autocomplete users input. The spell checkers are something similar to that. These are not very simple to create in Python, but also very, very useful modules to integrate in almost any type of programming or project. So I was creating not so recently a Python project to auto create blog articles. So I write a lot of blog articles. I want to auto create blog articles. So I want to also integrate the spell checker as part of this bigger project that I was creating. And this was a very, very useful module that I created on my own time. It was not more than 5 lines of code that I used to create the spell checker, but it was very, very useful. So again, the simple idea here is to have these as a base template and use these projects to build your own bigger projects. So again, second number 2 idea is a spell checker. I've dropped links for all of these projects in the description below. You can go and check out the code in your free time. Moving on to the third one, which is actually very, very hot topic right at the moment. It's the cryptocurrency. Either you can create a cryptocurrency tracker, or even you can create your own cryptocurrency bot. So I think that you guys will already know what is cryptocurrencies and what they do. So if you again want to have access to a simple public REST API that you can hit to know what is the current price of all the crypto coins that you want to know about, you can go again back into the same repository that I've linked in the description. You can go here and you can find for yourself that it's very, very simple. So if you go here, again go up, and let me go and show you guys myself that it's going to be somewhere around here. So it's cryptos. Yeah, you can go here. You can see that you have access to a lot of different exchanges, starting from Binance, Bitmetrics, Bittrex, and all of these are going to be useful to create your own either tracker, or you can even create your own auto trading bot. So again, very, very useful project. It's going to take some time, but if you can implement it, it's going to be very, very possibly that it's going to be probably a very good project that you're creating with Python. Moving on, we have the message sender using Python. So this is again a very frequently used or asked project idea to me. I get this very frequently. That's why I created this also as a video not so recently. So it was about 3-4 weeks ago that I created this video, and I talked about how useful that you can use a very simple exchange where you can register as register some mobile number, and using that mobile number you can send out messages, you can do anything you want to send. That is what was this entire project about. So basically I used a website called as twilio.com, and you can use something similar. There are a lot of different exchanges that are giving out bulk message operations. You can even send one-to-one message operations. You can even create your own mobile number. So these are very simple ways of creating or sending text messages using some mobile number to a very known or actually alive mobile number. So basically these are very simple things to do, but again, as a module, it can be integrated into anything. Let's say you are creating some form of a heartbeat tracker. So if you want to send some message to the doctor, which is who's going to treat you, you want to immediately notify that some person who's using your tracker, he's having some kind of a heart attack. So basically what you have to do is just integrate this module into that project, and voila, you have created your own big project. So again, this is going to be very useful, mostly asked as well, so you can check it out in your free time, link in the description. We have quickly seen 4 important projects that I consider to be probably my top 5. So even before we move to the 5th one and rest of the 6 projects, let's quickly see what our sponsor for us with this video, Unacademy along with CodeChef, are offering. I always say that if there is something to be learned for free, make full use of it. And that's the case with the Unacademy along with CodeChef batches as well. So if you see here, there are over 60 hours of content that is being getting added every week. And these are also classes taken by star educators. So these educators either have a competitive background, or these are people who have won the ICPC finalist, or these are also people who are working in your dream company. So if you want to make use of these classes, I would highly recommend you guys to take advantage of it and learn all of these classes for free. Now, let's say that you want to move forward and get a structured way of learning. Now, this is possible with Unacademy batches. So these batches, in the first one, is being taken for the Python people. So I've been talking about Python for so long, and I think you guys will be making use of it if you really want to learn more about it. This batch is taken by Arnab Chakraborty, who has over 21 years of teaching experience to various type of people. That's also taken by Sanket Singh, who is from a tier 3 college, but he interned at ISRO, and he also completed his GSOC at Harvard University. You can get a 10% off on the subscription if you want to make use of this batch by using the CoderMonk promo code below. Moving on to the second batch, it's actually the From Programming Fundamentals to Advanced Problem Solving in C++. This class is taken by Arjun Arul, who is the ICPC World Finalist 2 times and has also been a coach for people taking part in competitive programming. That's also partnered by Deepak Kaur, who's also another ICPC World Finalist and is also a software engineer with App Dynamics. I would highly recommend you guys to check both of these batches out, and if you really want to make sure that you want to go forward in your programming career, these will be very, very helpful. One final note, if you guys want to unlock the free classes, you still have to use the promo code coming down below. Check out all the links in the description below. If you have any questions, I'll be very happy to answer them. Thanks to Unacademy along with CodeChef, they have done a great job as well. I actually have the 5th project, which is going to be again a frequently asked project, which is to have access to CCTV cameras. So in India, basically we have this notion that CCTV and things like that are very, very private. But if you see rest of the world, CCTVs are mostly public related content. So you can view your own CCTV, you can view a public CCTV without any legal issues at all. And there's already a very simple REST API that is available in the market, and I've again made a video about that. You can check that out. So using this REST API, you can have access to, or you can get access to simple public CCTV cameras, and you can see what is happening over the real time. Basically, if you want to know what is happening in that specific moment of time, you can check it out. Or if you want to get a snapshot of the last 24 hours, you can do that. And these are very, very useful projects when you want to create your own computer vision projects. Basically, this will help you understand, for example, you want to create some form of a tracker, or you want to create some form of a way of integrating or finding if there any number of vehicles going around in that area. So if you want data for that, you can test it with these simple modules, and it will be very, very useful when you're creating it as a bigger project. Check that out, again linked in the description. Let's move on to my 6th project. All right, moving on to the 6th project I have created here, it is going to be the movie editor. Probably very highly watched video again, and also mostly talked about as well. This is a very simple module that Python itself gives you, and it's not available, it's not actually any kind of REST API call or anything of that sort. It's a very simple module that Python gives you, and it's actually called as the Python movie. So if you see that this is the project, this is the library that I was talking about. This is going to be the movie py library, which you can import into your project, and you can do a lot of different activities with that. You can cut, you can merge, you can even add your audio, you can change the direction, change the rotation, things like that can be easily done with this simple Python library. Very useful if you want to create or auto create videos. Basically, there are a ton of different activities that are actually using this movie py to automate the workflow, starting from creating corporate videos. If you want to create a YouTube video that is going to be 3 hours 4 hours in length, you can just run this thing entirely, automate, then run this entire process, and voila, you have created a bigger project that is going to be very useful for you if you're going to be creating something like that. So again, that's going to be the sixth one. Let's move on to the seventh one. What do you think is the use of these websites I'm going to be showing you right now? Basically, if you go into this any of these websites, for example, let's say I want to convert my PDF or my Word document into PDF, right? Let's say I want to do that. I'm going to go and enter that into my user, the browser. So if you go here, you can see that there's going to be a ton of websites that are available that are going to give you the option of uploading document and converting it to PDF, right? And these are probably very highly frequented websites. If you see here, all these websites will run some form of ad or the other, or they have their own kind of a mechanism to make you buy some kind of subscription. And why do you think these people are very profitable? Because these are activities that are being done on almost everyday basis. There is going to be there are a ton of ways, or there is going to be a ton of use case out there where people want to just convert one document to another. It could be even a simple conversion of a JPG to a PNG, or it could be PNG to JPG, things like that, right? So what if you create your own converter? That's right. So actually talked about this in my previous video, and it was about the topic of converting my PDF file. I think it's something related to PDF file to document, and also PDF file to XLS file. So basically, these are simple things that you can do. And again, Python has a ton of modules that is going to give it to you for you to convert one file format to another file format. And it's going to be very useful, considering that you are going to create your own file converter. Do not have to worry about uploading it to some website, thinking about privacy and things like that. Just create your own converter, going to be taking not more than 10 lines of code, 15 lines of code. And once you create your own converter, you can run it again in your local desktop itself. No need to upload it to any kind of website. Your data is secure. That's going to be my seventh idea. Move on to my eighth. Moving on to my eighth idea, again, this is a very interesting topic, again, highly requested and used in the current project domain. A lot of college students are doing a lot of fun projects with that. I got a very personal invite recently to talk more about this topic for a college. So this topic is about sentiment analysis. Even though it's very frequently seen and used, there's a ton of different projects that you can do using a simple sentiment analyzer module. So I talked about the sentiment analyzer using the NLTK library. We have a detailed video series on that in this channel. You can check it out if you're interested. There's also a simple video on me creating my own automated NLTK sentiment analyzer, meaning that all these lights here that you see are automated using my sentiment. Basically, if I'm very angry, it's going to turn red. If I'm very happy, it's going to turn blue. And if you want to be focused, it turns either blue or orange. There are a lot of different fun things that you can do. So using the sentiment analyzer module, you can create or integrate it with either a data science project, or you can integrate it with an ML project. So data science is a very broader scope, but let's say that you want to analyze a sentiment of a Twitter feed, or you want to analyze a sentiment of maybe your college chat room feed, or things like that, right? You can integrate this module into any of these bigger projects, and you are actually doing a ton of different features with very simple line of code. And that's why I'm going to be keeping it as my number 8. Let's move on to my number 9 project. Number 9 is very interesting as well, and none of these 10 projects are going to be any kind of a boring project. All of these are interesting things that you can try in your free time. So number 9 is about auto uploading your data to a cloud storage. Now I understand that there are automatic things like that is happening in your phone, that you have auto backup feature and things like that. But let's say that you have a simple code that is running, and you want to make sure that you are having it backed up. So what you can do is you can create your own simple auto backup feature using either or any of the available repositories, or any of the APIs that all of these bigger storage repositories give you, like Google Drive, you have Microsoft Storage, you have OneDrive and things like that, right? So you can use either of these REST APIs, and you can create your own auto upload or auto backup bot that will take care of uploading any of your important documents. So I created one such project, it was about 2 years ago, when I created as part of my work related thing. That so I did as an auto backup bot that will scan through my entire document, and whatever document I have named it as secure or safe underscore save or underscore secure, it will automatically back it up every once in a day. So that's basically a very simple way of creating your own backup data without having to depend upon your system working, or you can even run it as part of a server that is automatically going to be saving your data to that server. So it's again a simple way to do it. And how do you do it is what you ask me, right? I'm going to show you the way. So go again to this public API here, and as you go down, it says that cloud storage and file sharing, right? Go into this and you can see for yourself that it is actually giving a lot of HTTPS authenticated public REST APIs. Just use any of these REST APIs and put your data in that. You can even store paste bin data, which is basically like text that you want to write. Even if you have some code snippet that you're writing, you can automatically go and save that. There's also going to be temporal storage, which means that it's going to be a simple form of files storage and sharing, right? You can do that if you want to, and these are very, very simple to use and very, very highly used module if you're creating it as part of a bigger project. Let's move on to the 10th project. All right, the final one in this list is going to be how you're going to manage or improve your productivity. So productivity applications are very, very high in the market right now. They're actually seeing an increased number of people using it. One such is the use of Trello, the other use of Evernote, and things like that, where you can organize your thoughts, organize your ideas, right? What if you do it in your own way, meaning that you don't have to worry about going to this Trello.com, uploading your data, things like that. Instead, you can create a very simple light version of it using the public API again, and creating your own Python bot that is going to take care of creating your own ideas. So this is a very simple, it's a medium to high difficulty project. It's not very simple, meaning that you need to make sure that you are creating a bot that is able to do that for you. And how do you do it? Again, go back to the public API, and if you go to the business section of public API, you can see that under the last one, that is the Trello, which is going to be present. So all you need to do is just go to the API list, use either of the APIs and create your own boards. You can create your list, you can create your ideas and put it into cards, and it's going to be making sure that you are following it or not. So all you need to do is you don't have to every time go into Trello and make sure that you are following it, or you are completing the work. It can automatically do it for you. The bot will work on its own, and it's going to be very, very fun project if you are going to do it as part of a bigger one. So if you're interested, I understand that you guys will be trying out any of these 10 projects. It's a very simple ones, and in this channel I have already done 6 to 7 of those projects. So it's there is nothing that is impossible at this moment of time. If you follow either of my any of my videos, you can just check it out how am I writing this code. It's not going to take more than 5 to 10 different lines of code to understand or create this simple module. After that, you can integrate it with a bigger project. You can integrate with some kind of a speech to text to into module, and you can create a bigger project on your own. It's a very simple to do once, and probably very, very useful if you are on a crunch of time and you want to create it so that you have it resume ready, or you want to improve your portfolio. That's what this video was for. So if you found it informative or interesting, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm coming out of the Python developer roadmap video in the upcoming days. Highly requested again. Hope you guys find it informative. Let me see you there. Until then, Bharat, peace out. Have a super awesome day.